Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Stories, The Path of Destinies. Ha! Gotcha. Oop, no, go back. You know, I could just ignore them. Ah, okay, there's little nooks and crannies you can hide in, apparently. I could just ignore them. You don't get anything for killing them. But it's so much fun to do. What happens if you run out of people to throw? And there's still a shield guy. Can you then not just beat the guy, or?
Ah, a puzzle. Reynardo loved puzzles. Except when he couldn't figure them out. On the other hand, if there was a puzzle, it was probably meant to keep people away from something good.
We've got a firewall. Let's pass through the firewall. God damn it! Didn't I just throw the guy? Shit. Fuck! Okay, that guy just fell through the floor. Shit.
Reynardo felt ready to become faster, stronger, bolder. If only he could figure out which.
Ooh, we found a gem. Gems are rare items.
That had been his mistake before. Trusting his old friend Lapino, who had been through so many battles with him and shed so many heartaches, who he'd rescued so many times. What was up with that guy anyway? Boom!
I just got absolutely shit all for beating up those crystals. Am I on the other side of a puzzle now? I am! I skipped the puzzle! I got some cool shit and got to skip a puzzle. Hooking a shield-wielding enemy will rip away the shield, leaving him vulnerable. We're so getting that because I'm sick of throwing people into people. There we go, the Skyripper.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Yeah. We are going with a heart.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself. Only a series of coils and wheels.
But that crow at the bottom looks really happy.
And he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
It kind of looks like a 20-sided dice. Which is an absolute plus for me. You can only beat the gods by playing Dungeons and Dragons against them. Which doesn't make sense because Dungeons and Dragons is a cooperative effort, not a competitive.
Doubt sunk in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Skyripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility, of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense?
Doesn't make any sense at all, mother trucker. Get the Skyripper Core. Ah, shit, I can't go back.
Reynardo wondered idly if people who had built these poles had really, really long tentacles.
Where does this take me? Oh good, it just takes you back to here. Okay, so I can't always trust the fact that... Okay. I could jump down there. I could also just grab this chest before I do that. Oh, we totally have enough water essence to build that ice sword now. Whee! $42 hardy. Okay, so that armature is just following you around. If the armature can follow you around, I wonder why neither Lapino nor Zenobia were following you around when they were on the map. Ah, so many chests. Wind essence. Wait, I thought the green one was within
There
the
was
wind sword.
something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Did he just say that the earth farted?
Sweet. You could use this material to craft a spork. Or a sword.
Boop, 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 boop. Shit. Shit.
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be. He wasn't that good. Yet.
That good at what? Oh. Oh. Can't use the altar right now. So does your energy just come back after a while? Because I have been using it.
Can I borrow that?
shit. Acceptable? I had great style in that fight. Okay, there's the core. We got the core.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
Okay. Use it or show it to scientists. Let's go with the scientists.
Of course. If you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd want to have a scientist or two look at it. And even if they disagreed and he had time, he could ask Calaveras himself. Yes, the observatory would be his objective.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, the music is also really good at this. I'm liking this. I'm definitely going to continue playing this even if I don't record it. Or maybe I'll just play this to tide us over until the next big game comes out. It does seem fun.
Why had the
Cautious
past of the
fox.
Skyripper only surfaced now? Thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had dismantled it. The mad Emperor Isengrim had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Was that why these ancient artifacts were rising out of the ground? How perfect, then, that the Skyripper would reappear to be his destruction. No wonder his mother had told him to eat his fruit.
Eat your fruit. Okay, so there's a lot more of these crystal things going on. Yeah, fuck you, ravens. I still like crows.
Building these platforms was so expensive, they'd run out of budget for guardrails.
Well, I can't seem to be able to jump off anyway. Yes, more energy. Ooh, more wind essence. There's a wind door which we cannot use. I don't have any points, do I? Nope. Now they're finding me. Fucking hell, I was in the middle of killing someone, you bitch. That was shit. Okay, those are not breakable pods.
A legendary weapon was exactly what the rebellion needed. They were outnumbered. The once kind emperor had become a tyrant. But his ravens stayed loyal, for he fed them his victims, and the other animals were too frightened to rebel. Reynardo shuddered at what the emperor was trying to do. To bring back the lost gods, the Black Harvest, the Black Sun? No. He would stop that toad, no matter what the risk. He was sort of yanking his own chain, wasn't he?
God damn it, the puns! Stop it with the puns! My feet are cold. Okay, we can't go left, but we can go right and we can come back. Yes, more materials, please.
You know, ore is pretty heavy to carry. You know what's not? A new sword.
I'm gonna fly high. Oh yeah, he's a fox just like Tails. I just realized that song made a lot more sense than I thought it would be. Keep running,
There had to be
running,
something
running.
useful in these things, didn't there?
Yeah, I got loads of useful stuff out of
The
that.
Nexus Observatory had the Empire's most renowned scientists, working by themselves without interference. At least, so far.
Ooh, workbench. Gem. Select a gem. We've got the energy on kill gem. Killing enemies gives you 3% sword energy back. 3%, not a lot, but it does stuff for us. Also ignites all surrounding enemies. We need 2 more water essence for Winterthorn.
Fire? Yes, please.
Mazamuna is for melancholy. Oh yeah. What does that do? Oh, that's a ball.
Boy, some people were just liable to explode if you upset them.
Watch out for explosive ravens. When hit or thrown, they will explode after a few seconds. Use them to your advantage. Oh shit, I just double blocked.
Newly remembered knowledge. He needed to focus.
Okay, we can go up there. There's nothing down here. Sing! More stuff for me! Smash it! Bob it! Smash it! Squeeze it! Twist it!
This
Bob
is
it!
much easier than free climbing.
Oh, is this it? Are we there yet? looks like it might be the outpost.
Reynardo was thrilled. The scientists seemed to think he'd put the Skyripper together right. But one toad was worried.
Yeah, the Skyripper could tear a hole in existence itself. There are invisible strings that tie the universe together. If the Skyripper cut one, the hole would widen and widen until our whole existence fell into it.
Another toad sighed. Irving still believes in string theory.
At least go see Calaveras.
Yeah, said the worried toad.
He knows more than anyone else has forgotten about the Transcendent Emperor.
If anyone could tell him how to use this weapon safely, it would be Calaveras. It was he who had told Reynardo how to find it in the first place. But maybe he had to give up on using it as a weapon. Maybe he had to go to the secret rebel base and ask the generals there what he could do with a weapon that he dared not use.
They would probably use it. I'm gonna go to Calaveras.
Well, he should have known he'd have to consult Calaveras again. The scientists at the observatory were smart enough. But what did they know of the Transcendent Emperor? He hoped it wouldn't delay him too long. The rebels had scheduled the final battle soon. Every day they delayed risked the exposure of the secret base. And some soldiers were already drifting back to their homes and families. Calaveras would fix the Skyripper for him. And then he would win the final battle.
Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-dub, ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-bo-up, ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Maybe it was the cold. But after a few steps, Reynardo's optimism started to slump. What if Calaveras couldn't help? Did Reynardo dare use the Skyripper? Oh, he hated that he had chosen this path. It was so much simpler to rescue friends and attack enemies, even if some of those friends were more trouble than his enemies. Some of those enemies had been friends before and might be lovers after. No, okay, it wasn't all that much simpler, no. Physics made his brain hurt. That, at least he was sure of.
I love the humor in this game. Alright, this is gonna be it for today. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I say goodbye.